Hi Libra, welcome to your love reading for February 15th through the 28th. For those of you who are just now tuning in, these are generalized readings, so not everything in the reading may pertain to you. I start with a reading for my singles and then I move into a reading for my couples. I'm doing a different single spread this time around to see just see how it feels, where I focus a lot on the inner development and where we are internally. But at the end, I do get clarification on if somebody else will be entering your life. I am available for questions at mantraflowtarot@gmail.com, as well as am available to do readings upon request. Okay, so the first card in the spread is the Queen of Wands, and this represents what you want. This represents you in a loving, fulfilling relationship where there's a lot of admiration, a lot of support, a lot of respect, and also we do have this Wands card, so we also have a lot of passion going on. The Queen of Wands is someone who is very protective over her family, and when she feels threatened, she has a tendency to strike out. The Queen of Wands is also someone who is very charismatic and very charming. The next card is the Four of Cups, and this represents what you know. From the outside, you look like everything is okay. However, on the inside, things aren't what they seem, and this can indicate maybe right now you're going through some sort of depression, or maybe you're holding on to some self-esteem issues. Maybe these are issues that have stemmed from experiences from the past. The next card is the World, and this is what you feel. It's really interesting. So we have right now with the Four of Cups, that indicates maybe you're going through some question with yourself. However, what you feel is you do have this optimistic attitude when it comes to finding love and being in a nurturing, loving relationship. I think, though, that the issues that we're looking at have to do with issues that are within, self-doubt within, which kind of contradicts each other in a way. The next card is the Seven of Swords, and this represents what reality is. What this lets me know is I think that you have feelings that you're holding on from the past, where you feel people have been dishonest, where people have been deceptive, where you feel like someone has taken something from you, so to speak. The next card is the Two of Pentacles, and this is your weakness in the matter. I think sometimes you have a tendency to overwhelm yourself, maybe do too much, and you wind up feeling like you're in a juggling act where you try and juggle your material life with your emotional. And I think that this emotional stuff, as indicated in the Four of Cups, is very taxing on you. The next card is the Heart of the Matter, and this is the Six of Wands. This is you wanting to move forward in a space in your life where you're very proud with someone, a relationship that's very honorable and fulfilling, someone that you could be very proud of. The next card is your Strength. This is the Four of Swords. Now, normally when I think of the Four of Swords, I think of someone who has a tendency to overthink things. You're spending too much time spinning your wheels. It always makes me think of my very best friend who really resonates with this card, who always is spinning her mind. However, what this is letting me know, since this is in regards to your strength, I think that you take a very rounded approach when making decisions and moving forward with those decisions in your life. The next two cards are advice cards. So we have the Four of Wands, which indicates, you moving forward into that next chapter of your life, you celebrating. This could indicate a union. And we also have the Ten of Pentacles, which is a deep family card, deep family connections. And also this has some healthy earthly matters associated with it. And I think that these are the goals that you're working for, and they seem very attainable. The next card is the Hangman, and this is the outcome of your situation. So when we think of the Hangman, this has to do with a lot of introspection and reflection and acknowledging change. This has a lot to do with change within self, okay? But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if there's going to be somebody entering into your life within the next couple weeks, okay? Okay, so we do have a possibility of someone entering your life, the Knight of Cups. However, I think that the next couple weeks are really going to be focused on the message that we have from the Hangman, which is introspection and reflection. We have the Four of Pentacles, which I think has to do with you being very protective of yourself, and I think that this has to do with maybe letting some of those walls down. I think that these walls are a result of this experience that's indicated in the Seven of Wands. And then we have the Page of Wands here, which has to do with and by the way, it's reversed, so this has to do with self-doubt with your intentions below. And I kind of feel like, we have this wonderful attitude and optimistic outlook on love with the world. However, I think that this stems from the Four of Cups, where I think that, again, we just have to really work on getting ourselves in a solid space so we can attract and manifest this type of love into our life. But I do see that there will be somebody coming into your life pursuing you, but it's up to you as to what direction to take it. You do have the tools, and you're working towards these wonderful things as indicated in the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. You just have to really ground yourself, center yourself, and prepare yourself for that stuff. And I think that the next 2 weeks is really going to be mostly of introspection and reflection. And it will be interesting when we do this reading again in a couple of weeks how this Knight of Cups has played out into your life, okay? So now I am going to do a reading for my couples. Okay. Okay. So the first card in this spread represents what you're bringing into this relationship. This is the Seven of Cups. And when I look at the other cards within the spread, it looks like you guys are having a bit of a rough patch. And I really think that the Seven of Cups signifies the decisions that you're mulling over in your head as to whether what direction this relationship is going to go. Okay. And I think that this is very difficult because I think ultimately you want to stay, but I think that this could also contemplate you thinking of leaving this relationship. The next card is where you are now in regards to the other person. This to me, this is the Five of Swords. This to me looks like you, there might be some deception here at play. There's some dishonesty, and your partner is feeling very hurt right now because of this. The next card is the Seven of Wands, and this represents what you're hoping to get from this relationship. This is, I really feel like you guys are at a standstill. I feel like you are very strong-willed and could come across as being very stubborn, and you're very stuck in your ways. And this is you standing your ground and not really exercising a lot of compromise. You are saying, no, this is where I'm at and I'm not budging, okay? The next card represents what the other person is bringing into this relationship with you. This is the Hermit. This person has a very strong will, strong sense of self within him or herself. This person is very comfortable being alone. I don't see this person as being a real extrovert. This person is more of an introvert and really appreciates him or her time alone. This could also indicate that because of the situation that's going on, that this person has really become withdrawn within him or herself, and is really, like you with the Seven of Cups, you're making decisions. This person is also making decisions in regards to this relationship. The next card is the Eight of Swords, and this represents what they're getting out of this relationship. So we have this sense of deception that happened and your partner being hurt, and we have you over here standing your ground and not budging. And this is your partner, not really knowing where to go. When you guys aren't moving forward, you guys aren't moving backwards, and this person feels like he or she is literally in the dark with the decisions that are being made in regards to this relationship. The next card is the Two of Swords, and this is what this person is hoping to achieve with you. This person is feeling this very protective state that you're in, and this person would like a relationship where there was more open communication, where there was more compromise being exercised within this relationship. And right now, you are at a standstill, okay? This person isn't penetrating, your inner core. There's seems to be a lack of communication. The next card represents how you see the other person. This is the Queen of Cups. You do see this person as a very kind, loving individual, and someone who's very close to nature, someone who is very artsy. So we do have this element where you do really care for this person. And I think that that's why you are making these emotional decisions. However, there's a wall that's allowing you to really bend for compromise. The next card is how your partner sees you, and this is the Three of Cups. This person sees you as a lot of fun. This person sees you as, very outgoing and having a lot of fun with your friends. This person does have a lot of fun with you. I don't think that the person you're with is as outgoing as you are. The outcome is the Lord or the Hierophant. One of the things that I think that really connects you is that you see this person as a very kind and caring individual, someone who is very loving, and this is the type of person who, you know, people go to if they have a problem, and that's something that you really care, you really like about this person, and that's, you know, a huge part of why you're with this person. However, I think that there's a side of this individual where you would like to see a stronger side, and maybe you would like this person to make more decisions in regards to this relationship. Okay, so right now it seems like you guys are going through a hard patch. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a look at your physical connection with one another. Okay, so what we have here, let's move that up so you can see it. We have the Eight of Swords, which represents desires. You guys do have a really strong, your partner has a lot of feeling towards you. However, this lets me know that I think that the person that we have indicated in the Five of Swords, where there's some deception going on, I think that you might be thinking of somebody else at times. I think that you guys have been together a long time, and that intimately your mind could be on someone else. The next card represents fears, and this is the Ten of Swords, and this is this is a deep pain card. This is a loss. This is you exiting out of this relationship and then having regret. You know, you're going back and forth, and I think that this touches on the Seven of Cups with this emotional decision that you're making. Okay, like, did I make the right decision? Just going back and forth and feeling the pain of losing this person, because you do have a lot of admiration for this person. The next card is the King of Swords, and this represents a life lesson that may be learned. This to me signifies, you know, you're thinking of somebody else, and if you're not careful and you don't address this issues that's happening within this relationship, this person might be pursued by another person, or, you know, vice versa. This person, you know, your partner might also be thinking of another person. So you have a lot of emotional decisions that, you know, need to be made right now, and it's very hard. So I recommend you working with fluorite. This is going to aid in your decision making. It's also going to balance those emotions, and it's going to open up your fifth chakra so that you are able to communicate these feelings that you have with your partner. I'd like for you to work with rose quartz. This is going to open up your heart chakra so that you can receive love, give love, and ultimately for self-love as well. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, please feel free to email me at mantraflowtarot@gmail.com. Thanks, you guys.